Hello, beautiful souls. Namaste. Welcome. Welcome to my Tuesday live readings. Lovely to have you here. Well, yes, and you can applaud. For those of you that are new to my channel, hi, my name is Sadhana, and I have been struggling with tech issues, and I'm hoping that they are resolved. That today is a new day, and we are here, and hopefully all the cameras will be properly lit and in focus. That's my intention. So today is about the full moon in Leo, and readings are going to focus on how this particularly intense energy, awareness of it might, what's the word, color the response to your question today. So you can go ahead and start putting your questions into the chat. And as always, I will do a reading for the collective to begin. And in the mood of my journey and playing with and learning and reinvigorating my Tarot de Marseille, both contemporary and classic decks, I will be using today the Tarot de Maria Celia. And, like I did a couple of weeks ago, I also used an oracle. And this is something that many Tarot de Marseille traditionalists may cringe on, but I'm actually going to use an oracle as well too. And I'm going to pair Tarot de Maria Celia with soul trees. I just think they will have an interesting conversation together. So that's what's going to happen. So welcome to Laura and Dee, Clevis, namaste. And I want to apologize. Last Friday we had a brilliant chat. Last Friday I was talking about just looking at different wands cards, and your contributions were amazing, and thank you all for that. Unfortunately, when I pressed the wrong button to end my stream, and I was still here, and I see the microphone was muted, but anyway, I had to cut off the end of the video. And when you trim a video on YouTube, you lose the chat. And I thought maybe because I was just cutting a little bit off the end that wouldn't happen, but it did. So we've lost that conversation, but we'll carry that on Friday, and we're going to carry on talking more about the energy of wands on Friday. Okay, but today is Leo full moon, and that will be in its full energy on Thursday. So we are definitely within its range and its effect. Welcome, Donna. All right, this is the 23rd of January, 2024. Wow, welcome to Aquarius season. Welcome to Pluto in Aquarius. Okay, so the moon is in Cancer today, and it will transition into Leo tomorrow, just before midnight Pacific, and then reach its fullness in Leo Thursday, the 25th of January, in the morning for me. Okay. So we're definitely in its purview. This is a reading for the collective on this 23rd day of January. And as we embrace the energy of full moons, there's always an aspect of both simultaneous release and celebration and honoring. And so let's all fully be aware of how important both of those aspects are. Let this reading illuminate and clarify where our attention would best be served at this time. And as always, we ask these messages be in the highest for the greatest good, and that no harm be done. So be it. This is a beautiful Aquarius message. My goodness. Okay, how do I do this? Exit solo. There we go. So this is our collective oracle card. Look, you know what I'm really attracted here to is it's almost the crystalline nature of the white. So in Aquarius season and in the heart of Leo, let's really feel the fullness of our unique expression of not only who we truly are, but I don't even know if I can express this. There's almost like an excitement. There's a lot of vitality to this. I feel like each and every one of us have the potential to, it's like you say something and people look at you and you go, what did you just say? It's like you're going to bring smiles to people's faces, maybe even some laughter. And I can hear somebody saying, I've been waiting. I've been waiting for you to find that voice. I knew that voice was in you. This feels very, very wonderful. Very wonderful. Welcome, Amelia. I just sent you an email, so hopefully you saw that. And yes, Laura, I shared a video Laura shared with me in the Facebook group, and if you're interested, it's a lovely production. Tarot de Marseille Convo. Hello, Sunny DD. Happy New Year to you. Yes, I will. Happy to do a reading for you. I believe you're the first person to request, so I'll star you. There we go. All right, let's pull a couple of tarot cards. Two of Cups. Okay. Well, hopefully the Cavalier of Épée, the Knight of Swords, isn't going to damage any of those glorious branches on that tree. But I find this really a beautiful message. You know, Aquarius is indeed a paradox. And that was the key word that I chose for Aquarius for my Facebook, you know, the banner thing that I've been changing every month. In that, Aquarius is the sign of the water bearer. And in tarot, it is associated with the star card. And there's this simultaneous cosmic energy that is also air. It's the element of air, of course, but it's also has this watery quality to it. It's this beautiful blend of these flowy energies. And I love that we have both of these expressions coming into this reading. This is where, and also the element of air, this might be the crux of this paradox, actually. And that is, so in the chakras, the heart is the element of air. This aligns very beautifully with Tree of Life stuff as well too. Element of air is at the center of the Tree of Life and in the Sephra of Tiveret and all of that. But we tend to think of the heart as cups and water. And what I'm sensing here is a marriage of, or an elevation of a higher frequency of what it means to feel, what it means to feel, and to know what those feelings are, to move into this brilliant, heart-centered, powerful energy of Leo that is fearless in its truth. And the twos, right? Twos are such an interesting energy. They get us to look at reflections. You know, they and so yeah, so let's take this message to a very everyday level, and this is to 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 say I love you, to to be like, unconditional love is such a high frequency of the heart space, and this is where we don't edit what we say. We don't edit how we feel, and we let that truth come through. So this is really lovely. This is really lovely, and let this feel this energy as it's a gentle wind. It's almost like a summer breeze. Is there an old Bee Gees song like Summer Breeze or something? Or maybe that's not the Bee Gees. I don't know who it is. Like this is a warm, beautiful, this is love. It is. It is. It's love, and it's the kind of love that is there's nothing false about it, it's real. It's real, and it's like when we can it's so refreshing. It's refreshing when people when you don't doubt what people are saying. Mm. So what if you're not in love? What if this is not about love? Then what is this? What in the world is this talking about? This is about what makes you happy. It's about what makes your heart shine. It is finding your your joy and your true love by speaking. Your true love may not at this moment be another person, right? This is about letting what makes you happy present itself by articulating what you need to articulate. Yeah, beautiful. This is about a union of the mind and the heart. Okay, lovely. All right, so I think there's only one person that has requested a reading so far, and that is Sunny. So I'm going to start with Sunny. Okay, now I feel like singing. This is an old song, and it goes, Sunny. Oh my, oh, I wish I could sing it. What is that song? Thank you for the dun 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 dun. It's a really happy song. Of course you know that song, Sunny, right? Okay. Welcome. Oh, Donna, I love your little emojis there. Just starring Laura there. That'll be the next one. Okay. For those of you that have the journal that I have, that painting above Saturday is just amazing. I'll show it to you all in a moment. It's on page 41. This is a reading for Sunny as we move towards the energy of the full moon in a couple of days' time. May this message inspire, clarify, and support you. As always, we ask these messages be in the highest for the greatest good, and that no harm be done. So be it. Wow, that's beautiful. God, I love these cards. Okay. You know what I see here, Sunny, is I'm looking at the transition of the red to the gold. Gold. What is gold? Gold is the physical transformation of our spiritual selves to see our own treasure, to see our gold, to know our gold, to be in the beauty of our essence. And so this idea of prosperity and abundance feels very centered in the honoring of you and who you are and what you stand for, and letting your gold shine. If you're picking up what I'm laying down here. Okay, let's pull a couple of tarot cards. So this feels like very evolving. Ooh, we have the Ace of Swords. Root, evolving root chakra. Sun, this is gorgeous. Sunny gets the sun, le soleil. Your word. What is your word for 2024? I think of sun and gold, and your word is gold. Your truth is gold. Like, this is very powerful. Pick up your sword. Hold your sword. Hold your sword. How does it feel when you pick up that sword? Is that your pen? Is that your voice? This is definitely a reading of you've got this. Like, it is the clouds definitely have parted, Sunny, and allow this 4 or 5 day period to really just honor all that you have, worked through, and know that it is great and it is good. Oh, your word is nourish. That's really interesting in terms of the card that's in the center, in that when I think about also at a very physical level, the idea of this transformation to gold, that is also in the physical transformation of the body. Like, the body actually changes, the skin changes, the organs inside change. You know, it's a real treasure. I was been reading this book. You're gonna laugh. So I just finished reading Shirley MacLaine's Camino Journey. Way back when I was in my early 20s, I read her other books, and I picked this up somewhere, and I've always wanted to walk the Camino. I've shared this with you, and I never have. And somewhere in this book, one of the things that she says is, I will never overeat again. For those of you that have walked the Camino, you know what a journey it is. But I feel like it's a real honoring of you, and let this honor you in every way. Okay. Beautiful card, Sunny. Okay, so we have Laura, Clevis, Amelia. So those are the next three. And welcome to Rosita. I'm sure there will be time for you. Really enjoying shuffling this oracle deck. Oh my goodness. Okay. Thank you for sharing that, Sunny. In the energy of this Leo full moon, this is a message for Laura. And Laura, with the all that has arisen, I feel as if there is a bit of a blockage here. That sword, the first oracle card, that truth is trying to bore its way out. There's something that you are holding back, and energetically it's ready, it wants to be released. This is a very fresh sort of card. So what I want to say to you is trust. Trust that it is time. It is time to let it come through in every way. This is and in its release, there is a tremendous a sense of, there's a tension that is shattered, like safety glass in millions of tiny pieces. Laura, go to my breathing series and go to the bumblebee breath, the Brahmari breath episode, and practice that. It will change you forever. This is gorgeous. 3 of Pentacles, so that's very Capricorn. Now, Pluto has moved from Capricorn into Aquarius. And then we have this watery Neptunian card, but let's just look at the cards and keep this simple. This time, this space. Okay. I can see how this energy of the Hanged Man is still here. But not for long, Laura. It's the time for action is very close. Honest to God, it aches, it hurts it hurts me so much right here that you are suppressing this. When issues of suppression arise, it can manifest in lots of ways physically in the body. And while this isn't particularly expressed in the cards, I feel like this is a really important thing for you to sit with. And when we enter into the energy of the full moon, as I was saying at the beginning, the aspect of release is really important. So if you look at that 3 of Pentacles, the shape of the pentacles, and we were talking about this. Were we talking about this on Friday? No, we were talking about wands on Friday. Anyway, the shape of the pentacles. And it might have been on Wednesday when I was doing a side by side. And this is the shape of the blade. This is the shape of the fire. This is the shape of the energy that is rising up through you. I feel like that Hanged Man energy it's aligning something. And while we are in Aquarius season, this there's I can't even find the words. There is an alignment that is in the process of happening. That which is ready to burst forth is still finding its way. Be patient with its emergence. Do everything that you can, like I was suggesting with that Brahmari breath. There's other things that you can do to spiritually, mentally, emotionally take time to care and to be in this place of suspension. It's almost like you are an astronaut, just sort of floating free in space. I have an image like, do you know the star card in the Sasarai Bito? Kind of like that. Like you are, it's like you're a baby in a womb, haven't quite emerged. So, did you have a question? No, you said you wanted a general reading. So, I would say your message here is one of patience and to take the month, take the time of Aquarius, and you can think about some of these really important issues, and that is to look at the patterns of the suppression and to know that this is the time, this is the year, this is the it's bright, it's bold, it's beautiful, and it wants to be released. But for some reason, this containment needs to endure for a little while longer. Okay? Okay. Thank you, Laura. Travis, this is for you. Just get your oracle on the table, and then I will shuffle the tarot. The music is just coming to me. This and your song, Clevis, is In the Still of the Night. The thing I like about these sort of dark, edgy cards in this deck is they remind me of the nervous system. So continue with your breath work practices because they will help to align and calm and nourish the nervous system. Thank you, Laura. Appreciate the super chat. And I can see this aligning with, I forget what you call it in English. It's called the hour of Brahman in yoga. You know, when you wake up at some crazy hour, like 4:44 or just, and I know you get up relatively early, but take advantage of the little bit of darkness before the daylight. And as you go to bed at night, be curious about the clarity that can come in the darkness. There's something very electric here. The hour of magic. Can tell, you know, these little mini decks are, some of them are really stiff, but this one is well shuffled. It's a joy to shuffle as well, too. I love shuffling. Okay. 8 of Swords. Feels very aligned with that. 8 and 9 of Swords. Clevis. Oh my God, Clevis. Clevis, you can tell everybody why I said, oh my God. Honestly, aren't you laughing? Like this theme, obviously, this is why you have been following the breath series. This is and yet there is a power, Clevis, that comes with the completion of this suit. There is, through the strife, through the energy of the suit of swords, we move towards a peace and just this beautiful place of silence. And you are almost there. Hang in there, and continue your time for your self-care and self-development is so important. What did you say here? Oh my God, this is funny. There are no more cards for me. I need a deck of 9 of Swords cards. Honestly, yes. So for those of you that don't know, this card, this theme has been with Clevis for months and months, and maybe even longer than that, maybe half a year or more. And you have had so much insight into the scientific viewpoint of my yogic perspective on the stilling of the noise and the calming of the noise and the moving towards the space and the clarity and the silence, that just really honor this. Honor this with all your heart. Maybe move into the full moon energy, just embracing the lesson, honoring the enduring quality of this lesson, and then offer up, offer up the noise. There are no words, Clevis. Really. There are no words. You know, it's really something to, and such a privilege to be working with many of you in classes, in private sessions, and to follow your stories, to follow your healing, to follow your energy. And I know some of you in the chat are going like, what is she talking about? How does she know this about Clevis? Yeah. Um, okay. This is my 2x4. Oh, your 2x4 card. You might have to explain what that means. I don't know if that expression is used in Europe or in the UK. Do you know what a 2x4 is, everybody? All right. This is for Amelia. Let the heart of the Leo full moon shine through, giving you courage, strength, insight, clarity. And as always, we ask these messages be in the highest for the greatest good, and that no harm be done. So be it. This is a very heart-centered card. This is the Dalai Lama. This is the Dalai Lama of cards. Unconditional love for all beings. Unconditional love for all aspects of self. Unconditional love for the daughter who annoys us to no end, knowing that she is our greatest teacher and she is my mirror. A beautiful card also reflecting, I don't know if you can see on this card, but there's some blue energy that's also moving up through the trunk of the tree. And when I see that, it's just like, it's like the voice will find the heart. The voice will find the heart, and you will know exactly what to say. Okay. I'm just scrolling ahead. I'm just going to star a couple of other requests here. Okay. All right, let's draw some tarot cards. Hello, Acorn Moon. Welcome. These cards couldn't be better aligned. 3 of Swords, Death, 3 and 3, 13 and a 3. If we look at the first oracle in the collective, the general theme of air and heart coming together, the union of heart and mind, the moving through the energy of the full moon, and again now this is different than I was feeling in Laura. This is higher. This is coming through, and I'm not sure how this is playing out in your life, Amelia, but there is a grief process. It's like there is a process of grief that unites you in the heart space. So I was talking about your daughter. So let's imagine that you share a story of the loss of someone who was very near and dear to you with your daughter. And it's through the sharing of that compassion, that loss, and that grief that you find each other at a new level. It is important that you talk about loss, that you talk about this important transition, and that you give voice to others. You give voice to young boys who, this is about you being a mentor and you allow others to grow by being inspiring for them. And you may very well be moving through, still transitioning through a stage of loss and grief, and being very much in that phase at this time. But Amelia, this is all about expression. It's all about expression, and it's about growth through expression. And in the lion-hearted energy of the full moon in Leo, this is having the courage to be in it. Even if that means you give the eulogy at a friend's celebration of life and you bawl your eyes through the whole thing. And so take that scenario and apply it to something else where your it's like your confession in the sharing of your story. You let all this emotion come up and rise out of you, and it brings you together. It heals you in a way. We're working with Chiron stuff here too, so let yourself express your grief. Okay, let me know how that sits with you. Okay. So Rosita is next. Hello, Perry. Is Rosita still here? Thank you for this, Laura. Okay. Where did Rosita? There's Rosita. Okay. Let me respond to this, Rosita, in a way that, well, let's just see what arises here. And Rosita, also honor that, this is a really difficult question. It's not a stupid question. It's it's something that you feel deeply. And so be in that feeling and be in that energy of self-doubt. And perhaps what you are ready to release or in need of peeling away this full moon is self-doubt. And so on Thursday, in some way, that is what you offer up to the moon, and you let go, you release the doubt that creates questions like this. Okay, and there's a little bit of a prayer here as well too for Inessa. Okay. Hmm. Okay. And I will answer your question. I just want to give you a bit of a message here. So your message is to have fun. In whatever way this issue is consuming you, perhaps you're not living life. You're not getting out, doing things, playing, communicating, having coffee, laughing, singing, dancing. You've let yourself become consumed by this question. So have some fun. Have some fun, okay? Hmm. All right. Now look at the story of these cards. We have the Chariot and the Page of Wands. So this, Rosita, is a story of let go and quite literally go, play, do what you want to do what inspires your heart. And whatever is underlying this question, what I'm hearing is that this is not what is important in your life at this time. What is important is that you find something that energizes you and something creative and something that, that drives you forward. This is about taking a walk on the wild side and, like I said before, living life. Yeah. Hmm. Okay. You know, sometimes people just want an answer. And while, all of you in the chat reading this question, I don't know what's going through your minds, but sometimes we just need to see the answer in the cards. And so I'm going to do a quick, what do you call it, spread? 3 aces spread for Rosita. Okay. And if you don't know this spread is, it uses the number 13. And so I'm just going to move these to the side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay. So, just so you can see what I did here, I drew. I counted the cards in groups of 13. There were no aces that appeared, and so the answer here is a hard no. So, how do you interpret this when somebody asks you a question like this? Because I think this is something very, we need to find a way, right, to deliver this kind of information. And I think the greatest message here for Rosita is that also, we need to define what that word means. And how Rosita is defining that word and how I may define that word are completely different. So I think the cards are emphatically saying that this question is not, it's the question that is a big no. Your message is taking you in a very, very different direction and encouraging a shift of focus. I feel like the cards are saying, no, Rosita. No, this is not important. So yeah, I'm not going to go on any further, but you couldn't get a clearer, more emphatic message in a group of cards than this. Okay, now let's go to what Laura said about, you commented on something that Tom Benjamin said. You said, let's see if I can go down to where you are here. Sometimes, yeah. Sometimes you just need to answer the question and not judge the question. All right, so I'm just going to go back up, and where were we? Okay, so we were at Rosita, and okay, so we're here, scrolling on down. That's funny, Clevis. That black and white card, right? That's what you're talking about? Okay. Okay, so let's go to Acorn Moon. Acorn Moon will be next. Hopefully Acorn Moon is still here. You're welcome, Amelia. All right. So happy birthday to you, Acorn Moon. So your birthday is, do I have a writing instrument? Oh, 2024, 125, 0, 5, 7. So you're in a 7 year. You're in a 7 year. 7 year in an 8 year. Okay. All right. This is a reading for Acorn Moon. Oh. Earth. Earth. You know, this is one of these messages we need to hear regardless of the weather, regardless of all the reasons we don't need to be outside. This is about connecting. This is about connecting with the earth. And there isn't, you know, in this idea of Leo, there a lot of the way that the planetary energy is aligning right now, the idea of the body and the care of the body is really important. I say that the body. I teach yoga nidra every week, and there's this part where I go through a body scan and I get through the whole body and bring awareness to the back of the body and the front of the body, and then bring them together. The whole body, the whole body, the whole body. Just reminding me of that. Sorry. Um, the body. Take good care of the body as you would care for your garden, your plants. Fertilize it, nourish it, give it light, give it fresh air. Yeah, this feels it does, doesn't it? Dee says, what beautiful tree. It looks like two hands in the branches intertwining. It's blossoming with the 7 energy. So I said you're in a 7 year. This is a year of coming out, moving on, and there's a vitality in this card, right? There's a great vitality. So know that this forward motion, whatever this, and I use this in parentheses, in right quotes, whatever this coming out is for you, it will truly let you shine in a new way, in a great way. All right, let's get a couple tarot cards on the table. The moon. Interesting. Well, I mean, in Marseille, 18 is considered an 8, but it's also a 9 by reduction. And then we have 9 of Cups. So lots of watery energy, lots of water nourishing the earth. Let's read this. So energetically, this is let your feelings, let your water, right? Let your water nourish you. Sometimes we don't feel things fully. We're too busy. We're too busy to feel. Too busy to feel. And I think this for you is a message of be in the fullness of your journey, be in the fullness of your emotion. Don't dance around the edges. Like, get in it, be in it. And through that, you will know great, great, great growth. The journey through the moon is one of trusting your inner goddess, trusting the darkness, knowing that the darkness is a great teacher, and it's through that exploration of that watery energy that you truly are nourished and find your way. So perhaps this coming out, this journey that lies ahead for you through 2024 is one that will take you from, I just got all these tingles in my head. Like, you're going to find great clarity through this. And great happiness and great fulfillment. Yeah. Thank you, Acorn Moon, and bright, bright blessings for your birthday. All right, my friends, that is a wrap for today. And I will see some of you tomorrow. Tomorrow I'll be back with the Tildwick Tarot, and I'm going to do a side-by-side of the Maria Celia and another contemporary, Marseille. We'll continue with playing cards in the Facebook group. And Friday we'll carry on with discussion of the wands. Okay. Have a lovely rest of your day, and take good care of yourselves. Thank you all for your contributions and donations for readings. Greatly appreciated. Namaste.